Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Denver Broncos. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Steps away to his left. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. 31 yards there and a first down. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's got this one down to the 10. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope. If good things are in store here in the both.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, Malone escaping the pressure right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a Turkey Bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
To throw on 2nd down. Malone underneath for Johnson. Oh, David Johnson on his way. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7th. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Malone feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Adam Gotsis able to get in there and drop him behind the line. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal.
Now I would be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on.
So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little.
It was a backhand.
I like
and
that
a really
one.
good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McKenzie. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And it's a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They pitch it out to Johnson. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Johnson, the intended target. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The tackle by Arik Armstead.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They're going to look to throw. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's McKenzie. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And they'll go on the ground. And down inside the 15 he goes. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Rolling to his left. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. To play in a tightly contested 1st half. Back to Denver right after this. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down. And McManus able to put it through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Being chased out left. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. He'll find Sutton on the right side complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And this is going to be 49er football. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They begin the drive with Johnson. Room to run inside the 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, 49ers. David Johnson, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Rosas now to kick this one away. It's a short kick here, fielded at the 24. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. His throw incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. The Broncos on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. On play action, they'll throw, eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. On 1st down, Malone. Flush to his right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Throwing on 1st down. Malone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the 1st half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll run it here. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And his throw here's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll drop to throw. And the third down pass falls incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So it's a third field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat. But they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On first and 10, Malone. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Sua Cravens with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Space to run past the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think it'll help set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw here. Buying time to his left. He can run. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or 2 there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And McManus able to put it through. And that'll get the lead down to 5. It can be a thankless job sometimes to be a kicker, but they're thanking him right now. That's now 4 field goals. He's kept them in the game.
He sure has. That offense has got to find its rhythm because I'm not sure that just kicking field goals is going to allow them to win this game.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it go again. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for the Niners. 46 yards.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Back to throw. Malone, he stiff arms him. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Operating from the gun. Malone. Over the middle. That's hauled in by Kupp. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. Welcome back now to Denver. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He connected on his first, this from 41. And Rosas puts this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 8. And from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And coming out now, the Broncos. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. To throw on 2nd down. Malone. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 5, and they're going to have a 3rd down. From the gun, Malone. Dancing to his left. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Distance was never an issue, not in this mile-high air. But it doesn't matter what elevation you're at if you don't put it on target. And this one kind of takes off on him.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Cut!
On first down, Malone. Right side taken in by Pettis. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Cut!
Looking to throw. Malone. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Ohio! 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 Ohio!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Malone. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Niners on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Ohio! Ohio!
Back to throw. Malone eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tartt.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Out of the gun now on third down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flush to his right. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Solomon Thomas in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Back to throw. He completes this to Sutton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The quick slant, good for a first down, a gain of 12. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's McKenzie. That one goes for 24 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Courtland Sutton with time running out. And now the Broncos are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. A crushing blow there as they cannot tie the game. Now the focus shifts to, can they get the onside kick and have a miracle happen?
And they have to have that miracle play that they've been working on, that they've designed. You don't really just draw one up now. You've had different onside kicks. Do they have that one weak point in the defense that they can exploit because they have to have the ball back?
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And you can just about put this one in the win column for the 49ers. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon.